This week 7 NFL props edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
Hey, this is Brandon Lang. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stuck in the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. By the time people are listening to this, Jalen Waddle might already be a New York Giant.
Wow.
Just reporting
that is exciting. Jalen Waddle, of course, I'll be celebrating my offensive player of the year now that he's paired up with the best quarterback in the league, Jackson Dart.
It is putting you in a great situation. You snatched up all that CLV.
It's awesome. If getting traded to the Giants is what gets Jalen Waddle offensive player of the year, I'll never stop laughing. Joining us in studio to talk all things props, the laddie daddy himself, from the Bottom Line Bombs podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, Mr. CJ Sullivan. What's happening, CJ?
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare scenario for me, who has no shares of Waddle because of your antics.
I shredded Hill the other day.
CJ, I got you a slice. I got you 10% slice.
Oh, wow.
That's very favorable.
Little piece. Well, I have to tip you because, of course, there was a debate here on this very studio about whether we go with Hassan Haskins or Vidal for the rushing ladder. CJ Sullivan stuck to his guns. Vidal came through in a massive way. How high did the ladder go, CJ?
We went all the way up to the bell tower, as far as they would take us, just to peek around to the clouds. And
it really was all the way up.
It was all the way up. All they gave was 110 yards. He finished with 127, cleared that, and was at 45-1 plus 4,500 for the top of the Vidal Sassoon ladder.
And we just had a conversation about it. CJ was on Vidal, I was on Haskins. The news and all the conventional reporting was on Haskins was going to be the guy, and then Haskins just looked like hot ass, and Vidal was spicy.
Vidal was spicy.
I feel like it's almost up there with the everyone on a prime time picking one side. Yeah. When they announce who is going to be like the bell cow, it does feel like the kiss of death, right? Like when you see the guy that you're loading up on props, they're going to give him a huge workload. Instantly, you're excited, but I feel like it never ends up actually working out like that,
especially that angle, because that's a strategy. Like, what coaches rarely just say, "Oh, the other team, you can worry about this guy and this guy alone."
In hindsight, does Harbaugh, does he seem like a guy who's, hey, you guys want any sort of advantage? Let's announce who we're going to be featuring.
Especially when they have two different styles like that.
Yeah, no, it made no sense. But great ladder hit.
Thank you very much.
Ladder justice has been restored for CJ Sullivan. We got a bunch of props we're gonna get to. We got some DJing. I got a 2x4 queued up, 200-1. Stay tuned that for the.
I'm a degenerate.
2x4.
2x4. 2 touchdowns. 2 different guys. 4 total touchdowns. I'm gonna keep calling it 2x4.
Isn't that a 2x2?
No, it's a 2x4.
Okay.
I mean the total number, 2 different people scoring 4 total touchdowns. That's how I'm getting a 2x4.
But it's multiple. It's like 2x4, like 2 inches by 4 inches.
Yes. So 2 players is your vertical. 4 total touchdowns is your horizontal. 2x4.
But that's not how it.
I worked in construction. That's how they.
Okay.
How
then you'd have 8 touchdowns.
If you were doing the area. Yes, I know how you calculate area. CJ?
I think you need to get 2 more.
I just think a hacksaw Jim Dunnigan. If we can get that kind
Kramer just anti.
What do you mean?
If we can get that graphic,
I was confused.
If we can get a graphic of you holding the 2x4, the hacksaw Jim Dunnigan style over the shoulder, that'd be quite.
All right, 2x2 doesn't sound as fun. Kramer, what's your first prop?
No, you can't do 2x2.
No, it's a horrible idea.
I assume you're going to, because I have other props from the game. But are you going to talk about the quarterback who may wear a wetsuit this week?
Well, who is it? Dylan Gabriel or
and Tagovailoa? the quarterback.
Yeah, it's a very and nice work, Ryan. Not talking over the awesome too. It's sound drop.
I practiced last night.
There is a pause there by Trump, and he's
he was so proud he got it right.
Ryan's an old school performer where he doesn't like dead air. When you're told by radio producers, he's an old radio head. He came over from the AMs, and they say never have any dead air. And Trump, he has a professional pause there, so I can see where it would hang up where you'd want to jump in there.
This number is out there already. People, I heard other people giving it out. It's probably chalky as hell, but how can you not smash Tua under passing yards at 199.5?
Agreed.
The weather situation, I think Cleveland's defense is pretty good. The Tua is apologizing for calling out everyone on the team, hence negating any sort of like holding your people accountable for. Tua is averaging 202 passing yards a game, and some of that was in pretty favorable situation with Tyreek Hill, with good weather on the road. I mean, he had 114 passing yards in a dome. His road is 256, 146, and 114. The 256 was against the Panthers defense in perfect conditions. So that's the only way I see it getting over here. So, it's obvious. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be on unders in this game.
Why hasn't it moved down yet? Like, what is because we're not talking about a little bit of wind. We're talking about, and I know weather changes, but it is the mistake by the lake. It is Cleveland. There is that. They're saying 50 to 60 mile an hour sustained, like extended gusts or whatever you want to call them. Like the kind of wind that's going to make kicks look stupid. Guys who don't have strong arms, aka both lefties from Hawaii in this game. Both guys are from Hawaii. Like we'll make fun of Tua more, but Dylan Gabriel is also on record as not liking cold weather games.
Why the hell did they draft him? He was on record saying he didn't like playing in cold weather. Why would the Cleveland Browns draft him? They just they cannot get out of their own way.
No, they don't like each other, right? Gabriel and Tua.
Well, Kramer was alluding to it.
I don't mean to. I'm not trying to break any news that they don't like each other. It struck me as I've been to Hawaii.
I can see
everyone knows each other in Hawaii, and I think there's also maybe some bad blood down there. But for him to have broken Tua's record and them never to have met,
right? I was just gonna say they're two different types of Hawaiians, if you will, and they're definitely they definitely clash.
Dylan Gabriel strikes me as the BJ Penn type, and Tua is like the guy who he's gonna put on like 200 pounds in retirement and just enjoy pork buried in the sand.
How many brothers does Tua have? Does he have like one of the litter like that? 'Cause a lot of them come from huge amounts.
I want to say he has a number of older siblings.
They always have.
Well, he's got his younger brother who is making a little noise in college, and then I don't know, he kind of hit the wall.
3 siblings.
That's small for that.
His son was, or his brother was playing at Maryland for a while, right?
Yeah, that's right.
2 sisters and a brother. So his only brother is the one we know in college.
That explains a lot. Kind of soft for that ethnicity there.
Wow, and it looks like it's already getting smashed. I'm seeing it now. It's on the move down to 190.5. So
really, because we bet. I mean, when did we bet that? Hours ago.
Yeah.
It's possible we're just so deep in it that us feeling like it's been like the news has been marinating for a while is not enough. So what do we want to document it at?
I'll call it underdog still has a 191.5. So I'll give myself a 191.5.
And I'm gonna put 199.5 and then parentheses 191.
Oh, are you also playing that?
Well, yeah, I played it earlier with you. I said let's log into the account. Don't worry, I have 5 additional props.
CJ, what do you got over on the old prop sheet?
I'm gonna go extremely chalky and get this out of the way because I imagine you know what I imagine it's so chalky you guys don't even have it on your list because
I do have some chalk.
Obvious. This is as chalky as it gets, and it's a high number, but it's of course it's deserved. Same game.
Oh, Judkins rushing yards.
Question on Judkins rushing yards. I mean, it's ridiculous.
He's gonna get 30 carries.
Yeah, and it's 89.5. I don't care. Anyone who plays Miami is your auto RB1 of the weekend, by the way, until further notice. Now, shout out to the Miami defense for getting my Vidal ladder all the way to the top at 45-1. But watching the all 22s, as we like to do there, a lot of it was Miami's rush defense is absolutely terrible.
Mega ass.
They are top 5 in yards allowed before carry and top 5 in yards after carry. There's only 2 other teams that they were behind. That's the Bears and Bills. Hint, hint for future reference there. And he's right, of course, a bell cow. He's going to get 30 carries off of a down game. Before that, he's cleared this number versus good defenses every single week. Quishon Judkins will bury this number, 89.5 against Miami.
Love it.
So yeah, I'd rather take the carries. It's 20.5. If you're playing on underdog, you can get an 18.5.
Oh wow.
Slightly, probably minus 0.85 x spicy, but the widely available number is 20.5, and I think it's just purely how does he ended up going over this number. I mean, the Browns have not had any games where they've blown anyone out, but this could be a positive game script, and it's a game where you're not going to be able to throw the football. This number should what do you think it closes at when everyone realizes it's some sort of monsoon? 24.5.
It's gonna be.
How does this not get there?
High.
Just lack of offensive play. So I'm on the over rushing.
Yes.
Rush attempts or carries, whatever you like to call it.
Kramer, what's your next prop?
That's Junkins.
Oh, okay.
20.5 carries. Beautiful. But I'll go to the next. I'll stay in the same game because I'm gonna lean into the Devon Achane under 68.5 rushing yards. I'm just gonna build a nice same gamer for this one, but Jalen Warren got there by a couple carries. I was impressed by the stubbornness of the Steelers to continue to run him specifically. I thought they would maybe bring in a little bit more Gainwell and Caleb Johnson, but for Achane, I think there's nothing else really to, especially with it. Will Waddle be on the team by the time this game is being played? You never know. Under 68.5 rushing yards. I just don't think you're going to see him be able to get to the edge like he did against the Chargers. It's a completely different unit. So. And I have been fading that every week.
Can we free Caleb Johnson and Trayvon Henderson for crying out? Why do these coaches hate these star rookies so much?
I understand why they hate Caleb Johnson. I hate Caleb Johnson. That dumb motherfucker let the kickoff go into the end zone and Seattle scored.
Not everyone was sure of the new rules on that one. Even the refs,
they were a little confused.
Even the refs when they explained it, apparently someone does have to land on the ball. They said that to 80,000 people. Somebody's got to get on it. We're going to give it to Seattle.
It does seem like Caleb Johnson has a pulse. Like they're slowly working.
Yeah, he's working his way back.
This was a matchup that jumped out at me right when the news broke about the firing of Callahan. They seem to be getting this guy involved more. Give me Chigoziem Okonkwo. I'm a sucker for him. Over 32.5 receiving yards.
Wide receiver.
Yeah, Chigoziem Okonkwo, the tight end out of Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, tight end.
Pats have allowed 399 receiving yards to the tight end. It's one of the highest in the league. I mean, you remember that game Dalton Kincaid had? Chig, I think, could have a poor man's version of that. They've averaged 66.5 yards per game allowed to the tight end. This feels like a very doable number. He's had 11 targets, 10 catches in the last 2 games. He's kind of the safety blanket. Also with Ridley, who knows what's going on with him. I just don't think there's a ton of pass catchers for Tennessee. I think he's just going to get this out of desperation. So yeah, give me Chig over 32.5 receiving yards. CJ, what do you like?
He's back.
Yes. I do have something that game I want to say for a little bit. The number's a little wonky here today. That's for sure. But
it's week 7. They're scared.
They are scared.
Well, it's annoying because it'll be this like domino injury thing where there's some slight uncertainty about one receiver. So then they won't list any receivers. So they won't list the passing yards. It's guys, it's not going to change your projection that much. These books are cowards.
They are absolute cowards. I tell you one thing you can set your watch to, and that is Jalen Hurts.
Oh, dog.
I'm going to go with his rushing yards here. He has 150 rushing yards on the season. 102 of them come when pressured. Minnesota, second in the NFL in pressuring quarterbacks.
Yep.
And they bring the heat at 43.7% of the time, only behind Denver. 34.5 seems like a very achievable goal for Jalen Hurts. I see them now. The backs are against the wall. Jalen Hurts. Anytime you have must-win situation games, him versus Carson Wentz. Obviously, I mean
that's big.
We know the verdict's already out on who won that decision, of course, of who should have been our quarterback. But it'll still be a personal battle. He'll want to run the ball more, obviously, and he will be under pressure from Brian Flores' defense, which hasn't really lived up to the billing as what it was supposed to be. But he still brings the same scheme. So 34.5 rushing yards, Jalen Hurts over.
Yeah, Vikings defense has kind of been all over. I mean, the Vikings team in general. You throw in those 2 games overseas. What can you take away from that? What's going on with JJ McCarthy? Where it's clearly he's not healthy, but if he was healthy, is he definitely starting? That kind of cloud hanging over the Vikings team. Very interesting.
Is he officially the QB2 this week, JJ?
Now I haven't seen anything.
Or are they pulling one of those routines
Do you
where
want to
like
do labels?
Or are they pulling those? Are they pulling those routines where like he's the 3 emergency quarterback, so no one can get the image that he's not being benched because of talent or skills?
No, I think he has to be the backup. He's getting half the reps.
Well, that's the other
ridiculous.
thing. They're splitting reps between an injured Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy. So he's listed as a limited participant where Carson Wentz, even though Carson Wentz is dealing with a shoulder injury, he's a full participant, which I don't think I would be very shocked if they have a full week of practice where they're limiting JJ McCarthy. Wentz is full practice and then JJ McCarthy is the starter on Sunday. That seems unlikely to me.
I mean, I still think if you're starting McCarthy, he's getting every rep. So the idea that he's not getting every rep tells me either one, you're not convinced his lower body mechanics were the problem and he might still suck, but you still want to play him, but you want to give Wentz some. It just doesn't make sense. You try to think about it logically. Clearly he's smitten. Clearly Kevin O'Connell is just extremely jealous watching videos of Dable and Dart hug and kiss in New York, wishing he had that with his young quarterback.
Ryan keeps pushing this narrative.
It's like a romance novel. Jake, if you could Photoshop like a romance,
you don't need to. What do you mean? You don't need a Photoshop. You can just literally take the actual photo.
I'm just saying, put it
the
on
actual
the cover.
photo. I was like, oh, this is very graphic.
I mean, you always talk about how much you love the passion of Nick Sirianni.
Yeah,
maybe a open mouth kiss is what Jalen Hurts needs.
That would be one step up of what Jackson Dart and Dable are getting to.
Well, they were trying to get into the blue room together.
No, Dart and Dable, like I said before, they give a very Cobra Kai vibe off of like celebrating the Gianni, like the sensei and his evil protege, and they're shaking hands and loving. It's very weird.
I'll stay on Jalen Hurts under his 208 passing yards. I've been pretty good to identify unders, especially when it comes to members of the Philadelphia Eagles. And in this case, Jalen Hurts has gone under this 3 of the 6 games, 2 of the 3 road games. But you look at what the Vikings have done against teams in the air. Only one quarterback's gotten over this. It was Caleb back in week 1. Other than that, they've given up 135, 140, 200, and 190 passing yards. So they're dialed in. I think CJ's handicap is correct. I think that the way that you attack his defense, especially the way that Jalen Hurts is going to attack it, is he's going to say, "Fuck it, we're going to we need to go win a game. This passing bullshit they're trying to push on me isn't working." And
they're trying to push on me.
20
is throwing the ball.
20. I mean, Hurts is 20-5 as a starter when he throws over 30 times. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
That's fine. Isaiah Rodgers revenge game.
I do think CJ's going back to CJ and the rushing thing. I think they're going to do more design runs for Hurts
why not?
They already said they're going to add RPOs. Just bring that back. So.
Lane Johnson's pissed. They're going to let him run block.
People said they thought it was. I was called crazy for saying Jalen Hurts in the run game helped Saquon Barkley last year, and I think when they had him going with design a few runs to him, it gets defenses to play the RPO more honestly, and it opens up big seams for Saquon. While we're talking about rushing quarterbacks and fading members of the NFC East, let's go to Jackson Dart under 38.5 rushing yards.
What?
This is one of the easier plays in the book. CJ, the Broncos have.
There are hardworking people listening to this program right now.
The Broncos have faced 6 quarterbacks. How many combined in 6 games? How many rushing yards do you think they've allowed?
Wait a minute. They've
6 quarterbacks.
They faced 6 quarterbacks.
Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, even Justin Herbert, who likes to run a little bit.
Oh, well, if you say those 4 names off the top, I'd have to say at least minimum 125 yards.
You're wrong, CJ.
What?
You're way over.
What?
They've only allowed 46
Come on.
rushing yards to the quarterback position.
Out of 6?
Yes.
Out of those 6?
And Jackson Dart's weighed down by his guinea bling that he's got around his neck.
He's from Utah.
He's
Nice try.
dancing. Who's the Bronco player called him out?
The linebacker.
Press conference, yeah.
Said
He's feeling himself. He's got necklace. He's dancing.
You know what's smart? Giving the little bulletin board material for the Giants. That's smart.
Oh, I mean, the Giants
must be a little loopy after that flight back
I would
from
love
London.
Scadaboo or Dart to explain what a bulletin board is.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Is that an app?
It's
or
about
something?
playing football, not being smart.
You're
off
right
the
about
field.
that.
No, they need to take a shower to get all the Gatorade off that they were dumping. So this is an easy under for me. Jackson Dart under 38.5 rushing yards. CJ?
Wow. That's I feel like I'm in the middle of something.
DYOR.
I definitely feel like I'm in the middle of something here. And
I mean, that's not the kind of position I would give out to my clients. But Sean willy nilly with his followers, loyal followers.
I do have something in this game, and I might as well get to it since we're on it. We'll keep the tension.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's keep the tensions high. No need to calm it down now.
Let's get another under.
This is not an under.
Oh.
But it is an over against your team.
Oh, that's fine.
Revenge angle for Evan Ingram coming in here.
You
gotta love an Evan Ingram revenge angle. He's got an insane 26.5 yard low total. This is very laterable.
It's pretty low.
Once the numbers comes, very laterable. He had, he's had 9 receptions on 12 targets, 75 yards and a touchdown. The Giants, as you know, they did shut down the Eagles, but they did not shut down the tight end. They gave up 9 catches, 110 yards and a touchdown.
Goddard was open every play.
To the great Dallas Goedert. And Bo Nix has recently come out and said he's making big plays, nothing but praise for Evan Ingram. He's finally coming into hitting a stride after a slow start. And he says he's getting his man-to-man. He's just absolutely, he's really good for our offense. As you can see, Nick said of Ingram's role. Today, really, the first half, we just tried to get him the ball, force it to him. That's what happens when you give him the ball. He makes big plays. That's why we acquired him. That's why we felt confident he would bring to our team. And then we talks about blah, blah, blah. He's playing good. He feels good. He's out there winning matchups. He's a tough matchup for safeties, linebackers. I thought one of the biggest plays of the game was the 4th down he caught, ran a great route, man-to-man. It's just, I think it shows what he can be when we try to target him and get him the football. Giants defense allowed 34 catches also, 296 yards and 2 touchdowns to opposing tight ends this year, let alone last week's up. So I love Evan Ingram over 26.5, and stay tuned for future ladders.
I hope it's not
on maybe different networks. Who knows?
I hope it doesn't come down to a singular big catch, because there will be a big drop from Evan Ingram in this game.
With this
I wish I could bet on Evan Ingram to have a drop.
Massive, important drop.
He's a little soft.
He's not the hardest guy out there. Hey, reminder, NHL is back, and so is the Hockey Gambling Podcast.
Oh,
check out Joel and Ryan while they talk all things puck over on the Hockey Gambling Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Head over there, score 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Terms and conditions do apply on the bonus, but man, so many good options. Love the MyBookie prop builder and great, super competitive prices. Shop the first touchdown prices around. They are as good or better than a lot of places online available where a lot of people are getting down. You could be missing out if you're not over on mybookie.ag, live betting. So many ways to win over mybookie.ag. And of course, if you're true,
I'm a degenerate.
Who doesn't mind a little online blackjack deposit and withdrawal using that sweet, sweet cryptocurrency? And of course, toss in our promo code so they know we sent you. mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Been really enjoying getting down on the action over on Novig because the prices are the best here. If you're betting a bunch, you need to eliminating Vig makes your job that much easier. Let's take a look at some of these lines here. Okay, we got the let's see here. Okay, the Eagles -1.5, -106. So instead of -110, where most places get a little 4% off.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a great price and available in so many states? Florida, Texas, California, plenty of other states. 35 plus. It's available. Download the Novig app and use the promo code SGPN. Spend $5, get $50. Promo code SGPN. The Novig app. Kramer, toss us another prop you like.
Let's see. How about we talk about Trey McBride? One coming off a good game. What's the current quarterback vibe for Cardinals? We think it's going to be another week of Brissett.
I mean, don't they just? To me, it's Brissett by default, right?
CJ, you got an opinion?
If Murray's ready to play, he's going to play.
Feels a little bit like they want to get him to the.
Jacoby Brissett was a one-off Colts revenge angle. Don't forget there.
That's fair.
Once you start, we all love Brissett's and your Tyrod Taylors of the world and all those backups. But once you start getting into multiple games with them, that's where things get away from you. That's for sure.
But he was pretty electric.
He was. No, he absolutely was. But he knows that stadium.
That was my instant reaction. Was like
that stadium.
Brissett is gonna crumble game 2. But I went back and looked, and like he's just consistently meh. But like I think against the right defense.
11 targets for Trey McBride last week. 8 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. The number is 62.5 this week. It's going against who? The Green Bay Packers.
Not good against the tight end.
Who have, I mean, you look at the last couple of weeks against the Bengals, 11 targets to the tight end, 9 receptions, only 35 yards. Again, 11 targets. That's what we're worried about. You look at the Cowboys, 9 targets to the tight end. Against the Browns, 11 targets, 9 targets, 9 targets. So Trey McBride will get his volume. Also, the fantasy nerds were blasting it all over social the last couple of weeks. How like Trey McBride is playing on a like Kelsey and his like if he was on a different offense, the numbers he could be putting up, the true alpha in the tight end class for sure. Anyway, over 62.5 receiving yards.
Yeah,
playing some obvious.
I love Trey McBride, and it is chalky.
Yeah, even if the tater tot plays, I mean that offense runs through Trey McBride. I mean the whole system crumbles upon them if they don't go through him. That's why I don't like when they force it to Harrison, because it revolves around Trey McBride.
I'll go stick at the passing game. Give me Caleb Williams passing touchdowns over 1.5. Ryan, how many times have the Saints allowed less than 1.5 passing touchdowns in the NFL?
No, this season?
Yes.
Twice.
0.
Oh wow.
Every single game the Saints defense has allowed 2 passing touchdowns.
Must be a typo.
Make it 2, Utah, and you're getting this at your normal prop price. I think the passing offense is finding its footing, and we've seen Caleb's been hot and cold. I think he's slowly getting better with some of the footwork mechanics. He still has some inaccurate reads and some overthrows, etc. But we saw it against the Cowboys. He can carve up bad passing defenses, and I think the Saints defense is a bad passing defense, 27th in DVOA. I think the TDs are going to be there for him, and we have DeAndre Swift is a little banged up. Just popped up on the injury report a few hours ago in practice, which is never a good sign, but it could mean more passing attempts for Caleb. So give me Caleb over 1.5 passing TDs.
Yeah, he's so zesty.
Why are they practicing at all in any kind of pads? Like in any kind of pads? I mean, this is insane. Swift had a monster game on Monday night. You know, he was obviously healthy at the end of the game.
Yep.
You know, on the last carry. So you put him in bubble wrap. What are you doing? You finally got this off. The offensive line is finally developing what they want it to be, and you have a running game which is necessary for Ben Johnson. Why would you have him put a pad on during the week? I mean, it's absolutely crazy and getting these injuries midweek. I mean, it's insane.
They're just gonna force the hand of Roshan Johnson being pushed back on the field, Sean.
Practice injuries drive me. There's no need to be in pads. These guys are professional football players. You just need to scheme. They don't need to make. They certainly don't need to be making any kind of contact.
So Roshan Johnson's price is already down to plus 275 on the anytime. Guy's getting no snaps.
I love the Roshan love.
That's all I heard when Swift came up. That's all I heard.
Yeah, I've retired the Roshan love. The dude runs hard. I do not know why someone doesn't give him a shot.
If Swift misses time, he's 100% playing. They don't have anyone else, I don't believe. They have the Monung guy, but they like 2 running backs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Not like my Bears Survivor play. If Swift isn't playing, that's for sure.
Yeah. I locked up the Bears, and part of it was thinking the Bears are going to be good, pounding the rock, et cetera, et cetera. But I just, to me also, it's a fate of the Saints on the road, and I think the Bears offense is going to be able to do stuff. And Rattler he's like a rattlesnake. He's.
Someone proposed this question here: who's playing better this year, Spencer Rattler or Bo Nix?
You don't want to hear my answer.
I'm a guy who values winning games, so I would say Bo Nix.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, Bo Nix made some big time throws on the road, which I haven't seen Spencer Rattler do. Spencer Rattler looked horrific at Seattle.
Sure.
One game.
Bo Nix looked pretty good at Philly. So yeah, Bo Nix is obviously.
I'm sorry. What was the rattlesnake comparison?
I was just saying he's in his home environment. That's where he can. That's a good bite you.
All right.
You might get a rattle, but if he's on the road, you're not scared of a rattlesnake in the Northeast.
Right.
You won't even see him.
You're right.
But in the Southwest, in the desert, look out.
He's very much part of that team. Like he's who the Saints need, I think, at quarterback.
I think he's definitely better than I thought coming into this season.
He's playing well this year.
And he's also
he's playing well, better than we thought, for sure.
I can't think of anyone who's 1-12 as a starter that's gotten more positive. He's frisky. They got a little something going on down there.
They do. They're competitive at almost pretty much every game. And then like you don't pay attention to it and you look up, you're like, what are they doing? Don't they know they're supposed to be bad and lose? And then like,
they end up losing.
Then they're like, all right, we'll handle it. We forgot. Sorry, don't worry. And in the last 5 minutes or so, they really tank it.
Bad news, guys. Just because I have a computer in front of me, I Googled rattlesnakes bite bears, and I find an article here that rattlesnake can indeed kill a bear.
Of course, they could kill a bear.
So that might not a good
Seems
sign.
like it's propaganda from the rattlesnake market. I mean, what? So they found a dead bear. And they're like running an autopsy.
Looks like it was.
Are they doing a toxicology on a giant bear carcass?
Yeah, just like a rattlesnake to get in on a bear carcass, get in and get a bite in there, so he can get in the so he can get in the
come on, that's bullshit. That's never happened.
September 9th, 2020. The bear's name was Coda, although it does sound like very rare for this to have happened.
How did they know?
It was in captivity.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Right.
Sure. Rattlesnake can kill anything if you lock him in a cage. Hey,
I'm just giving you information. I'm just sharing the internet.
That's Sean's point. Spencer Rattler's a dome quarterback.
Yes, exactly.
If you put him in captivity,
he can only kill you in captivity.
Right, yeah.
Great way to button that rattle talk.
Thank you,
CJ.
very much.
Appreciate that.
Let's talk a little trade talk here. Let's which has been popping up in a lot
spicy.
of now. I'm on the Just Blog Baby blog here, which is the Raiders blog.
Okay.
Oh, Just Blog Baby. Wow, you want to talk about stretches?
I like that. All right.
Yeah, not even. It's just more of a syllable than it is anything comparing to like the alliteration.
Yes.
But Jacobi Meyers' name has been up in trade prospects for a while, and they say a lot of teams, a lot of suitors. They've been benching him with some kind of JJ McCarthy type injuries, if you will, so he's not getting out there. Kind of like, he might be possibly traded. Ryan's favorite reporter, Justina Anderson.
Oh no, don't. What has she got?
She says
Kramer really hates her.
She has inside information. As
her and Shador and Michael Penix are all on the same list.
Yeah,
it's not a good list to be on.
She says absolutely not going to happen per her league sources and her Bob's Furniture store, wherever she goes.
Her sources are good. Trust us.
Jerome's Furniture,
direct sources,
which is a popular furniture outlet out here in Los Angeles. So they've been going back and forth. Either way, this Chiefs-Raiders game, Raiders will be game script coming from behind. They will not allow Geno Smith to throw for 2.8 yards per attempt this game. This one, they know they're going to have to air it out. And I'm personally on the Raiders here, just getting the points. They like to keep it competitive. Rivalry game. I see them putting up some points. Trey Tucker will be their number one man. He's been their number one. Jacobi Meyers even hasn't been playing. Maybe his head's been out of the game. Either way, he's not having a great year. We've already hit a Trey Tucker ladder earlier on. If you want to hit Kansas City, you can hit them deep, especially on their second cornerback. 43.5 receiving yards. Wouldn't mind the longest reception either, but it's hard finding finagling numbers. But I'm going Trey Tucker who might be the last man standing out there for the Raiders in a game script where they'll have to be throwing most of the game, even though Carroll did say he doesn't want to give Ashton Genty 70 carries this week.
Yeah, some coaches are fine. Are like
giving the game script.
Yeah, they're fine giving away. We want to run the ball, Pete. We know you keep yelling, run the damn ball.
Yeah. But I love Trey Tucker and also out as well. The tight end Bowers. He might come back. I don't know. But at least Michael Mayer was back. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Bowers situation.
Well, they said the only way the injury heals is with rest. They don't put him on the IR, which makes you think he's only out for 2, maybe 3 weeks. But you start to wonder with these teams, why do you always play it optimistically? Just get him on the IR, get another roster spot, let him have maybe an extra week, and then I don't know. You just look stupid when you're wrong.
And if you want to cue the music, just looking at the other related articles on Just Blog, baby, they are all Jacobi Myers conspiracy related. It's pretty amazing.
Is he
pretty amazing?
Because I haven't seen any rumors about him going to the Giants. Which
they say the Steelers is the #1 candidate, but there are several suitors. Jacobi Myers and the Giants kind of makes. He does seem like a giant type of receiver, actually, from formerly New England, of course. But yeah, they say Steelers is the #1.
So from one of the beat reporters that I follow, he did leave an interesting nugget about Myers missing practice today. 2
practices he's missed back to back.
But today's practice, he missed for knee/toe, despite Chip Kelly saying he expected him to practice.
Chip, no.
So that does. I got social media following updates.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle has unfollowed the Dolphins. Jacobi Myers has unfollowed the Raiders, and Jacobi Myers has refollowed the Patriots. These are often just not true situations, but they are spicy to talk about.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Prop number 5 for me. This is fairly straightforward. He's had 13 red zone targets. He's only converted those into 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to continue to get a bunch of work in this game. The Jags are also 5th in receptions allowed to the receivers, including 8 touchdowns. Davante Adams, anytime touchdown, -125, feels like a very good price for a guy who it feels like it's trending to no Puka. I think you get this now, and you could be at the very least looking at a pretty good price, assuming Puka's out. Even if Puka's out there, he probably won't be 100%. And Davante Adams clearly has a red zone role, and no Devin Lloyd, who's been great in red zone pass defense for the Jags. I think it's a nice boost there.
I wonder what on the surface, you would think the odds of Davante Adams should go way down if Puka's out, but I wonder what the offense will look like. We've often seen this offense struggle without Puka.
Yeah, I guess that's a counter, but I still think they're going to be able to, move the ball here. I'm optimistic about the Rams overseas. I know Kramer won't hear anything negative about his Jags. CJ as well. CJ, are you on the Jags? I assume.
Listen, I have my finger on the pulse of the Jags. Not only I know Kramer faded them against Houston when they took care of their.
That was a mistake. We've discussed this already.
We discussed. That's fine. But then the mistake was also going back to him against Seattle last week. I actually was on Seattle last week, so I know when the Jags can drop one.
Yeah,
I know when they have their European home trip coming up, and of course we're on the Jags against the Rams this week. It's their backyard. It's home. It's insane. They go there. They know the pubs. They know where the scars go to.
Right.
They know their breakfast
They know where the
place.
scars go.
Get the best. Blood sausage.
Yeah, get a blood sausage.
It's funny
really
how
the grossest thing.
The whole
it's
world
just congealed pig blood.
Objectively thinks or just speaks as if it's fact that food from London, food from England, is just disgusting.
Yeah,
it's just not.
Well, they admit it. They know it. They just boil stuff. It's just it is what.
Why'd they never get around to learning how to cook? I don't understand it.
But they do have better beer.
Any other props? I gave out 5. Kramer, do you have more regular style props?
Yeah,
we do have the ladder and DGen CJ.
I have I brought a longer list because I figured there would be some opportunities. Again, giving out the not counting the 201. Got the Quinshawn over carries, the Achan under yards, the Hurts under passing yards, the McBride over receiving yards, and I'll I'll cap the I'll put the icing on with an anytime as well. After last week, where Taysom Hill anytime was in the plus 175, plus 180 range, it is now plus 240.
What?
Oh
it is plus 240. What against the Bears and that
weather?
I mean,
there's gonna be bad weather apparently.
What are we doing?
No.
You saw what happened the second they got inside the 5. All right, Brandon, get Taysom.
Yeah.
How is he 10 weeks or 10 months removed from the completely torn up knee? Impressive. I don't understand. He scored a touchdown at plus 180 and it's at 240 now. Explain that to me. Like I'm 5. All right, that was
I love it. Even though I'm on the Bears, I like the Bears. Yeah, Taysom Hill should never be less than 2-1. Never. Because he's their goal line back. Right? It makes no sense.
It's crazy.
And Kamara has been dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury. Not that he's the biggest red zone threat.
And also discussing his retirement constantly. Just he keeps reminding people, if you're trying to trade me, I'm retiring.
I'm not playing.
If the coach comes up to me and says, I'm trading you, I'm saying I'm getting a pina colada. I'm out of here. That doesn't sound like a guy who's battling for every yard. Sounds like senioritis for Alvin Kamara.
He wants to retire a Chief. A Saint.
No, I get it, but that is not a guy who is going to fight for every yard in my mind.
Okay,
100%. CJ, what do you got?
Speaking of England and the weirdness that happens over there, I mean, obviously that Jets game, Denver game, was a disaster statistically. So a lot of bad numbers came out of that. So people were kind of spooked. And one guy, it was Mason Taylor, who was riding in hot to that game. And then last week he was a bust. He had one catch for 2 yards. I mean, but it's actually a productive day for that Jets passing offense. That happened there when they had -10 yards. 2 weeks ago, he had 12 targets, 9 catches. Now Garrett Wilson's out. He's already second in targets and receptions. This is all Justin Fields is going to throw to. His reception total is 4.5, which is crazy, especially going up against Carolina Panthers, who are the second worst team to tight ends in the NFL, yardage and reception wise. So don't let last week spook you. Who else is Fields even going to throw this ball to? Mason Taylor, 4.5 receptions higher.
Yeah, no, Mason Taylor, he's an interesting rookie. You'd like to see him in a real passing offense, but it is just a great opportunity to attack this Panthers.
Carolina's given up a touchdown or 120 yards for a tight end in every single game except for one.
That peanut butter skin.
He knows what he's doing with that peanut butter skin and that gigantic rack. That's so funny that's his what? Aunt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Joy Taylor is
Jason Taylor's sister
of Mason Taylor. Yeah. So Taylor's going full circle there. All right, let's put together a little underdog entry, and you can play along or fade our picks. I don't care. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN, $5 gets you $100. You can win up to 5,000x if you play your cards right, but play $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you use the promo code SGPN. Kramer, let's put together a little entry here. What's your first leg here?
I mean, of this, did we already use Trey McBride earlier in the week? I think we did. Okay.
Yesterday.
So then how about we use what I'm planning on what my ladder is going to be.
Okay.
Rashi Rice. Sorry for being chalky, but the number is not crazy. It's 61.5. You don't like it?
No, I like it. I like it. It's
I want to play him to have 150 yards. I just think it was a different animal with this guy and Patrick.
Okay, Rashi Rice higher 61.5 receiving yards.
You don't even have to play an alt.
No, you don't have to play an alt.
CJ it's too basic for CJ.
That's what it was. I thought, but it's underdog. I understand. No, but exactly
in general, sometimes you just got to stack winners, CJ.
100%. And I like getting creative, almost like tossing some ladders that didn't make it, some ground floors, whatever. It's kind of like an open mic. You try out different styles. Doesn't matter. You throw it. It's an underdog play. We'll get it out there.
No, I don't like this. He's totally talking down to my Rashi Rice.
No. I'm talking about my play that I'm gonna put out there. This is a ladder I was gonna have. But some of the like we said, some of the numbers just aren't out there yet for us.
We can play over fantasy points if you would prefer higher fantasy points.
It's actually not a bad idea for this for this guy because Sean, you're just talking about the pina colada of Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
We won't put him in the end zone here like Taysom Hill, but Kendra Miller, he's been taking over their workload anyway for each week, getting creepier and creeping more to Kamara. And like you said, Kamara's open arms to it. Come on in, Kendra Miller. We already mentioned how bad the Dolphins' rush defense is, only of being top 5 in yards before carry and yards after carry. Only the Bills and the Bears pass them as the worst rush defense in football. Higher than 29.5 yards for Kendra Miller seems absolutely doable. They're giving up 5.7 a carry. The last 4 outings, Miller's averaged 9 rush attempts. Kamara's got that ankle injury. This seems like a smash play here.
Seems very low.
Yeah. Now it's moved up to 29.5.
Whoa.
You still like it there, CJ? 29.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
29.5.
Yeah,
I could pivot to 5.5 first quarter rushing yards, or 14.5 rushing yards in the first half.
That's quite a pivot.
All right,
I don't mind it.
Higher on the 29.5. I know. I so what I read about Kamara this week is that he's going to continue to play because this, like Sean said, this is his last season. This is the retirement tour. It's not bad enough for him to not play, but Kendra Miller is definitely like carving out a role.
Now, if he does have this ankle injury, you'd think he'd give it a go the first quarter, first half. That's why I would pivot away from the Kendra Miller first quarter.
Oh
first
yeah,
halves,
good call.
So
call.
if anything, I can see him sitting on ice when the weather comes back in Chicago. And
what did Miller have?
Get himself over to Gibson Steakhouse, doing have himself a nice martini, and enjoy the second half over there.
So there was
I might be at this game, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Fun.
So I mean,
boots on the ground,
but not if the weather's bad.
I was gonna say
I'm not a bear weather fan, if you will.
You went over this number against the Bills and the Giants.
Yes, and like I said, I've mentioned him before. He just passes the eye test, Kendra Miller. Like they want to give him the ball. He's starting.
All right.
He's starting to look good.
We're in. What's Sean doing?
I'm gonna combine stuff right now because Rhythm, one of the plays they like, and I like it a lot as well. Promo code SGPN25. It's 25% off Rhythm. Again, great picks, great props, and of course you can win $1,000 just by tracking some of your plays in the Rhythm app. Jalen Waddle on Underdog right now. His receiving yards is set at 62.5. This is. I love the lower here on 62.5 receiving yards for Jalen Waddle. We already described how I like Tua not to throw for a bunch of passing yards.
Yeah.
You're gonna put Denzel Ward on Jalen Waddle. What Tua's gonna throw for 63 yards? It just feels highly
you
unlikely.
like that better than Tua?
Yeah.
Well, we could just play Tua.
No, I'm just curious.
I guess I just wanted to be
Waddle
different.
might not play.
Okay, you're right.
I'm not. I mean, the chances that he gets traded. It seems.
Well, just play Tua. You're right. Keep it simple.
Like stuff is
Tua lower 191.5, and I'm guessing Rhythm also likes that. But again, sign up over at Rhythm.
But
Download
you would
the app.
like Waddle as a member of the Giants to go under that as well this weekend.
Yes, because the Giants suck.
Oh wow.
Rhythm doesn't suck. Promo code SGPN25, 25% off. $100 entry returns you $600. You get Tua lower 191.5. Kendra Miller higher 29.5 rushing yards, and Rashi Rice higher 61.5. There, yes, 61.5 rissiving yards. All right, got that in. Got the old Underdog entry in. Kramer, why don't you start first? What's the ladder you will be choosing?
Oh no. Sorry, I'm just getting location denied on the old. So for what I was not. That was not hyperbole. So Rashi Rice, the numbers are not out, but he's going to have a monster game. I went and listened to a couple people talk, one of which was offensive coordinator Matt Nagy. He seemed to think that things were going to get a lot easier. Patrick Mahomes talked about everyone. He's very political, but he spent a lot of time talking about how he's excited to see the way the offense can progress this week now that Rashi Rice is back. So I think check one, play the Rashi Rice ladder up to 150 yards, play him to have the most receiving yards in the weekend.
Okay. What do you think that'll be priced at?
You know, that good question. I would imagine he's not going to be a favorite, knowing that his yardage total is going to come in somewhere between 57 and 63. So what does that make him, like a 30-1 type shot, 25-1 type shot?
I think most of those will be, most of the receivers in that market are probably, even the chalk, it doesn't get that.
And you have, and you have, I think you just have you have a matchup that is going to give you those underneath catches repeatedly. Like Patrick Graham will allow you to take 7-yard over the middle shit that Rashi Rice is going to run. So I think he's going to have a tremendous amount of volume. If you want to play the turn it into some scaffolding and play the receptions parlayed with it, I'm okay with that. I think he finds the end zone. Just everything Rashi. I realized I got cute last week. Didn't have a great props week. Got cute, and so I'm keeping it simple. Secondary one, and I hope this isn't stealing from anyone, but I think I would play I think I'm going to play like a Bo Nix rushing ladder up to like 50-ish yards.
Wow.
It's just the way the Giants are playing. They're going to let the quarterback have some opportunities to go. They're playing a decent amount of man, enough man where there's going to be times where he's going to have chances to run the ball. So, and I think we've seen just about every quarterback, with the exception of Mahomes, have success running the ball. Hurts didn't really, but it was strange that he didn't really try.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that was.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, I like it. Number one, wide out targets is usually a good way to go after the Giants, of course, the outside threats. I mean, as Dable said, AJ Brown was open, as he likes to troll, and Devonte Smith, of course, was open on that huge ball.
Nix and Jalen Hurts kind of similar in the way that they don't always rip it.
100%. All right. So no, we didn't steal that bonus ladder you gave for him. Is that what you're asking there?
So is this a ladder lean? You're not allowed to lean on a ladder.
I'm not playing.
That's first of all, that's dangerous.
Well,
you don't lean on the ladder. You get a nice grounding on it.
We don't have numbers.
It's got to be firm. These ladders.
It's a little stressful for everyone. We don't have numbers.
All right, you're right.
But the Bo Nix rushing ladder.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, like I said, Rashi Rice, I'm playing that. That's why I'm saying I'm telling you where I'm playing it.
Political prisoner Rashi Rice, who's finally free. Nelson Mandela.
I mean,
Nelson Mandela and Rashi Rice, who almost killed someone
and fled. Let's not
fled
forget,
the scene.
Not only he fled, he was missing for a couple days before his lawyer turned him in.
This isn't a we're going to give out awards for great human beings. We're giving out props we like.
Free.
I agree.
Oh, I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying I just love the Chiefs rallying to free Rashi Rice.
They had a trailer for his return. You saw that. They had
He's back, baby.
They had like a dramatic, as if he's some sort of hero rising from the
God.
So yeah, Rashi Rice ladder up to 150, play the most receiving yards, and then Bo Nix play the rushing ladder up to 50. His number is 19.5. So.
All right. To your point, Ryan, limited ladder selection. I'm going to look ahead to Monday night.
Whoa. Now we're definitely rewriting. Now we're definitely rewriting rules here.
Seahawks are. Well, it's better than the ladder lean.
No, I like it. Yeah,
no leads. What are we talking about?
It's fun. I just wish I knew this was available.
Monday night. I mean, I didn't
well,
know
this one just jumped out at me. A Dalton Schultz reception ladder. I think this is Seattle is
breaking the law for a Dalton Schultz. Oh my God!
Well, the other one I like is
finish the Schultz.
Seven receptions is plus 530.
That's the thing about Dalton Schultz. He does always jump at you, and then as soon as you say it, just feels gross.
CJ's on you.
8 receptions is plus 980. 9's 1960. 10 Dalton Schultz catches Monday night 35-1. And the other one I do want to give out.
They have those numbers. That's pretty amazing.
Ryan, I like to follow the ladder of the law, if you will.
I mean, this is going to be awkward now. And tune in Sunday night after Sunday Night Football, where Sean will give out a Dalton Schultz ladder.
Well, there's 2 games, so that's the good thing. Is there's plenty of props to give out.
That is true. Double Monday night, I read.
And my other ladder pending numbers, I'm already in on it. Yeah, Luther Burden receiving yards over 100. Ladder it up to 100.
I like that one
because DJ Moore had one of his testicles explode or something,
and they haven't really fully ruled him out yet because
that sounds horrible.
Ball soreness or whatever. But
yeah, no, right. It is ball soreness. We're to the hospital with the ball soreness. I gave out a Luther ladder on for the Monday night game on my Bottom Line Bomb show, which everyone should be subscribed to, of course.
Maybe that's where Sean heard a
nah,
great take.
I'm not saying that, but he did hit plus 450 on that one. That was a very low number for Luther. He got over 50 yards, right? On that game, he had like 51, I believe, something like that.
So yeah, I'd have to pull it up.
Something like 57. He got the plus 450, whatever it was. So I love it. I love the Luther brother. He just has moves out there. They have to give him the ball.
How does he not earn more opportunities? He really does look like a young Debo.
Yeah,
you can see why the draft comps were there. And I don't know. There's just sometimes like as crazy of a motherfucker as Kadarius Toney was when he was feeling it. Like he added juice, and like there is some juice to what Burden brings.
Yeah.
But Ben Johnson has no idea how to recognize any of that because he's a fucking psycho. And so he's not going to be successful.
Add Ben Johnson to the list of guys Ryan just randomly hates really hard. He can't give a press. Have you seen this? Have you seen his interactions?
Not a leader of men.
No, he can't talk at the podium. Like he gets really mad about this random shit. I have no hot take on Ben Johnson. He doesn't enrage me certainly.
51. CJ.
51, yeah.
4 for 50.
So 50 was the number for plus 450 there.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think he keeps going. So get him up to 100 yards on Sunday there. CJ, what do you got for the ladder lads?
I'm just happy. I'm excited that I came up with Ladder of the Law.
Yes, that is beautiful.
A fantastic segment. Like we said, we had to stretch some numbers. So this one isn't going to be. This is not going to be a 45 to 1 there, fellas. Only because I could project numbers.
No, that's all right.
I followed the Ladder of the Law.
You just tell us what to do.
I went with underdog. Speaking of giving out strategies and the Haskins and Vidal, what they said, one's going to start, one's the other. We've been hearing about Jalen Coker every week, and they say they're going to activate him. Yeah. You know what I mean? He was supposed to play last week. It was supposed to happen. They said it was going to happen.
Yeah, we all had a DJ Moore situation after sitting on those Coker ladders, and then boom.
Right.
Blood everywhere.
Blood everywhere. Next thing you know, we got Xavier Legette doing whatever the hell he does out there. It was crazy. But I'm willing to risk it and run it back this week. Canales said he told reporters he's playing this week. The plan is for him to play this Sunday. Tet McMillan will get Sauce Gardner against these Jets, so that means he'll be up against Brandon Stevens.
Cokeheads, let's go.
Yeah, Cokehead will be up against Brandon Stevens, the Jets number 2. Who's allowed about 142.2 passer rating, 4 touchdowns in coverage. There's the Jets alone are 7th in passing touchdowns allowed in with 12. Bryce Young, had to connect. We've been waiting for this. He connected with Coker last year. 32 catches, 500 yards, couple touchdowns, all in the end of the season when Bryce Young finally got it together. So his low number to get the ladder out of the shed is 28.5, by the way, Jalen Coker. So if he plays, he's getting this. No doubt about it. He's the most NFL ready wide receiver on this roster against his Jets team. Just a quick underdog ladder. I won't project any higher numbers. 69 yards is over 4 to 1. 79 yards is plus 685. And they would only allow me to go to 89 yards for Jalen Coker plus 1150.
Let the cokeheads cook, baby.
I obviously love that.
It's a great ladder.
Well, at some point he's going to come back and he's going to be incredibly undervalued. Like just some guys where
right,
they clearly don't have a second guy. That's kind of it's plain as day. And so whenever he's ready, there was a hilarious rumor that the Panthers and Joe Shane they have a relationship. So there was some Xavier Legette rumors, and I was like, oh my god, him and Jameis, please, and just Scatterbo just all communicating telepathically like animals.
I was so ready to curse Xavier Legette and get him out of my life, and then that clip of him at the hockey game came on my feed again from a couple years ago, whatever it was. Like, I can't quit.
He's awesome.
I can't quit Xavier.
He's excellent.
He is the best.
Time for degenerate plays. Kramer, what do you got?
All right. So again, I thought I had two options. And again, there's not a lot of numbers. I was going to one place that had all the numbers, but the numbers weren't nearly as good as the other place. So I decided just to settle in on very simple. Taysom Hill, 2 touchdowns. Rashi Rice, 2 touchdowns. Sean, you're a Matt. You're done. You've been around gambling for a while. What would you say? Just ballpark. What would you say that?
15-1.
Well, obviously Taysom Hill by himself is 22-1.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to that price.
That's a good price.
Yeah. So knowing that, what do you think this pays out?
100-1.
Woohoo.
212.
Come on!
What?
I thought you went high. That's crazy.
These are chalk, basically.
Mamma mia. All right. Ryan gave out a 2x2. I'm going to give out a 2x4. It's 2 guys each scoring 2 touchdowns for 4 total touchdowns. Oronde Gadsden, who continues to be a big part of this Chargers pass catching offense. I think he gets in the end zone twice. He had 7 catches. Clearly, they're making it an effort to get him involved. His 2 TDs are 30-1, and then across the pond, big Davante Adams game, 2 TDs is plus 550. Combine those 2, and you get 200-1 essentially, plus 20050. So Oronde Gadsden, the Chargers rookie tight end, and Davante Adams each get 2 touchdowns for 4 total touchdowns. 2x4, 250-1.
What about a 4x1?
Okay.
4x1. So that's 4 players, 1 touchdown.
Four. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to get into.
What's the math? So what should it be? 2x2? You're saying?
I don't know.
2-2-2-2. A 2-2 Atwell. What if 2-2 Atwell?
I don't have a problem with what Sean's saying.
What if 2-2 Atwell gets 2 touchdowns? What would that be?
2-2-2-2.
Yeah.
A 2 for 2-2.
A 2-2 square.
2 for 2-2.
And I do like 2-2, by the way, but these cowards won't put those numbers up.
And as Japan said, we're calling international.
Yes.
You get the parlay where it looks like a crazy long international phone number. CJ, what do you got for the folks?
I like your angle of going over to Wembley over there in England. I think 6 fun things will happen, but you of course are on the wrong side by taking any kind of Rams.
This idiot over here. He's not worried about Puka at all.
It's crazy. If you read the BBC reports that I have as well, because I like to get dialed into Jacksonville local beat reporters at the BBC, which they do have where they can't stop. Not only is Liam Cohen talking about him, but BBC can't talk about this unicorn. Travis Hunter is going to have a game.
Oh,
I mean, they've been talking about how we have to scheme. I don't know if you even saw the clip.
He getting baptized again?
He's not getting baptized. I know. I did see that 30-minute video Skip Bayless put out.
So weird.
Even if he was,
that's the more offensive thing ever. A 30-minute video online than some guy dipping his head in water. What are you talking about?
And he seems to be a likable guy too. Like, why are you going after?
Everyone loves Travis Hunter, including Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen, who said we just have to get him the ball more. There's a video of Liam Cohen going, oh my God, watching some of the highlights he does where he had a few moves and shaking in that Seattle game. He's starting to come around. He said we just have to scheme him open and get him the ball. There's just no other way around it. 2 touchdowns for Travis Hunter. I see him having a game here in Wembley. What better way to come out than in England? He said he's going over there he's not visiting any sites, pure business. He's not watching Mission Impossible like Jim Harbaugh. He is absolutely just studying. I love Travis Hunter. 2 touchdowns, and we'll do a 2x4, 2 whatever you want to do not with 2-2, but that Tennessee game. I'm liking Tyjae Spears coming in there. They've been using him. They've been using him a lot more. He's not just a backup to Pollard, but he is the receiving back, and I kind of see this where Cam Ward is going to keep it. You're on the tight end. I like Spears got him a couple touchdowns. 19-1. Travis Hunter's 24-1, by the way, for 2 touchdowns.
Really?
That's insane.
Does he count defensive touctions?
That's a great.
Read the fine print.
I would have to read the fine print.
I'm going to
guarantee no.
Is he going to win offensive and defensive rookie of the year? Remember that?
Right.
It was such short price.
It was like 5-1.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that's a good question.
Parlay that with Arch to win the Heisman.
I guarantee you, he does not. Yeah, they will not pay you out for a defensive touchdown. Although that would be
read the fine print.
That would be a crime if he has a pick 6 and a receiving touchdown. You need to get, but he's 24-1 for 2 touchdowns. Spears is 19-1 together. That's 475-1 for a 2 for 2. And if you want to spice it, if you get full degen.
#Degens only.
I mentioned him earlier in my prop that he's ladderable material. Evan Ingram in his revenge game. I'm just going to go halfway up the ladder. For him to get 57 yards is plus 280. Toss that in with the 2 touchdowns. That's 1,900 to 1.
1,900 to 1. Matt, just I sometimes think about it's like the lottery stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn.
That's what you're doing. You're paying to dream.
I mean, just think about this for a second, because when it happens, it's also gonna. You have to realize it's gonna ruin gambling a little bit for you.
Oh, a little bit.
I always anytime you have something magical,
it'd be like if you won the grand jackpot, the NFL slot machine. You won like the $2 million.
Could never play it
Which,
again.
by the way, someone hit the jackpot. It got reset down to 1 million.
Oh, is it even worth playing?
Shit.
Yeah.
Vegas trip canceled tomorrow, huh, fellas?
It's even. Well, I have a system. We play craps. I then put $500 in the NFL slot machine, and
if you lose that, you put 500 more in.
no, not anymore. No, now the system is just like that's that. I'm good. I don't need any more of this juice. Not with only $1 million.
Not when it's down to.
But the craps has been so good lately.
Yeah, knock on wood. Hopefully you go on a nice craps run. Check us out over on the VSiN show tomorrow night.
Yes.
7:00 Pacific. CJ, are you going to be around? Are you traveling out to Chicago?
I will be in Chicago.
Okay.
But I believe I can also do a VSiN segment from my glorious hotel. Down there. I'll confirm it with you off the air. I'm still doing through arrangements with our travel people. But I do think I have a window where I can do it, or actually could want to, where I'll be in my hotel.
I could also do a phone, just call
little
in from the
phoner,
phone,
Yeah, no, get a nice photo of me.
The
up
file
there.
photos they use on VSiN are always great.
Just send a photo
Yeah,
to
now
Johnny.
I'm not going to allow you guys to put a photo of me up there. I'll find a hotel room. Last time you guys put a photo of me, my ex-wife sent Sean something of a polka dot shirt of me. Some girl said she liked it, and I was cooked ever since. So
Sean
I wore that
good at
shirt.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Very good at
a lot of canoodling.
And I would say this is just private stock, but just in case, a just in case bet.
Ooh.
Just in case I was 1 week off on Mitchell Evans, I'm playing it one more time.
Yes.
So
really,
yeah, because his numbers are the same. He had a 21-yard catch, so I'm going to be sprinkling Mitchell Evans' first touchdown anytime and 2 TDs as well. But it's like is anytime on the green books like 18 or 20 to 1. He's getting red zone opportunities, and the Jets have allowed the most tight end touchdowns in the league.
Watching Sean watch the passes in that game, where he's like, Mitchell Evans is open.
Well, Ryan fucked with me because I was not watching that game. And he goes, "Is that him?" And then I turn around, it's like Ted McMillan or Rico Dowdle.
Johnny Mitchell, how'd he get back in?
It was nowhere close to being a Mitchell Evans. Make sure you check out CJ's show, Bottom Line Palms, and Three Generates with his fellow comedians there, Hannibal Burris, Kevin Bozeman. Make sure you check out all that great stuff on the SGPN app or wherever you get your podcasts. And again, tune into the VSiN show. 7:00 Pacific on Sirius, YouTube TV, or VSiN.com.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green. He's Ryan.
Good luck, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.